Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video we're dyeing my hair black. Hi, look how pretty this blonde is, and I'm literally gonna dye it black. Are you crying? She wants to cuddle with mommy. She doesn't want mommy to work, but we're about to be matching, Luna. You and me, we're gonna be little black-haired girls together. Are you so excited, Luna? Mommy's gonna match you, sweetheart. So yes, we're gonna be dyeing half of my hair black today. Also, the extensions are gorgeous. I've been loving them. I've had them for almost a week now, and they are stunning. I love them so much. We're also not using semi-permanent color. We're gonna be using demi-permanent color. And I asked you guys on Instagram what your favorite demi-permanent black was and what black was easy to get out of the hair. Specifically, I wanted to know what black was easy to get out of the hair because we all know this is not gonna last. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna try and make the black stay till January. So just like 6 months, you know what I mean? Just keep it in there for 6 months, and then January, maybe the new year, I can remove the black. We can go back blonde or something like that. But for now, we're gonna go in with the Ion Demi-Permanent in 1NA Blue Black. This was the most suggested demi-permanent black shade that everybody said come out of the hair very easily. Like 1 or 2 rounds of color oops came out of the hair very easily. I bought 8 tubes of this. I went to my local Sally Beauty and I was like, I'll just buy it and then dye my hair a couple days later. They didn't have this in store, so I rushed home, purchased 8 tubes online, and thankfully it came in the mail yesterday, literally the day before I had to dye my hair, because if it would have came any later, I wouldn't have been able to dye my hair for this trip I'm going on. Literally, I'm gonna be gone for 10 days, and today was the only day I was able to dye my hair black. So I bought 8 tubes because I have a lot of hair now, and I just have never dyed this amount of hair before, so I didn't know what I would need. So I got 8 tubes just to be safe. I went ahead and mixed up 3 of these tubes with 10 volume developer. It's a 1:2 ratio. It depends on how you want to mix it up or what you're putting it on. So you can either mix it up 1:1 ratio or 1:2 ratio. I mixed it up like 1 to 1.5 ratio. So for 60% gray coverage, it recommends 1 part of the color, 2 parts of 10 volume, and leave it on for 20 to 25 minutes. For 100% gray coverage, it recommends 1 part of the color, 1 part of the developer, and leave it on up to 40 minutes. Then for just refreshing the color or refreshing faded color, it recommends 1 part color, 2 parts developer, process for 25 minutes. And then for diluting color intensity or making it less intense, it recommends mixing it with clear in 10 volume. Obviously, I'm not doing that today. So I opted to mix it 1 to 1.5 ratio, and I'm gonna leave it on 40 minutes. For 100% gray coverage, it recommends 40 minutes, and my hair is so pale blonde, I'm gonna leave it on 40 minutes. I already know what you're gonna say. You can't put black on blonde hair, blah, blah, blah. You have to fill the hair. Okay, yes, I know. Honestly, the way you should do this is you should fill the hair like 2 or 3 times in order to go from blonde to black like this. Most of the time you need to add in those missing pigments. Right now, all the underlying pigments are lifted out of my hair. So I would need to fill this every 2 levels. So if I'm a level 10 and I'm wanting to go to a level 1, you need to fill at a level 8, at a level 6, and then add a level 4. So you're like supposed to fill every 2 levels to add in the missing pigments in your hair in order to get like a long lasting black, vibrant, rich color. So that way it's not muddy or gross. I don't give a single F, you know what I'm saying? I'm literally dyeing blonde hair black. Do you think I care? I don't. I've done this before on blonde hair and it works fine. Obviously, it's not gonna last long term if you do it this way, which is exactly why I don't wanna do it that way. I'm not trying to put 10 different layers of color on my hair because I know in the future I'm gonna try and remove this. So I'm not trying to put different layers of color on my hair because I know it's not gonna be lasting forever. I don't want it to last forever. So we are just gonna go straight in and apply straight up black on this. No filling, just putting straight up black on this. So here's the plan. Like I said, we're dyeing half of it black, but we're doing split dye in an opposite way. So I'm actually gonna section off these front 2 areas like this, keep these out of the way, and we're dyeing the back half black. So if you missed my last video, you guys can see my roots back here are grown in. I only bleached this front area that we're not dyeing black. So all of my roots and stuff back here is what we're gonna be dyeing black. Let me section this off and we will start the process of dyeing my hair. I'm a little scared. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous about it. Oh, also, I know people are probably wondering if you're allowed to dye over sew-in extensions. I did ask her if I was allowed to dye my hair with permanent color, and she said yes. She doesn't recommend using a permanent color because obviously you have beads in your hair and it's causing tension on your hair, so it can cause more damage if you use permanent color. So she doesn't recommend permanent, which was fine because I'm not doing permanent anyway. But yes, I am allowed to use this color. And is it the best idea? No. I should have probably done this before I got extensions, but I wasn't quite sure how much of the extensions to dye. It's a lot easier to just do it while they're in my head than to do it before I put them in, because again, I didn't know out of the whole bundle of hair how much of it I should dye black because I wasn't sewing in my extensions. So I didn't want to dye too much of the bundles black and then not have enough blonde, you know? I don't know how to do sew-in extensions. So yeah, I couldn't dye my extensions to match my hair because I didn't know where they were going to be sewn in at. So this was basically the only option I had, or to have her dye my hair, but I didn't want to pay to have somebody else dye my hair when I could do it myself, you know? So here you can see my 2 rows of sew-in extensions. I'm just going to try and separate everything out. All right, you guys, I have everything sectioned off. Let me show you. Here is this side. I tried to follow where I bleached my hair. If it's not perfect, it's not a big deal. Here is this side. This is going to be left out. The whole back is going to be black, which is honestly, most of my head is going to be black. It's going to look sick though. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait, honestly. Cannot wait. So obviously we need to protect this blonde because when I rinse my hair, I don't want any of the black to bleed on the blonde. So for that, I just have some shampoo and conditioner mixed up here. I'm going to put this all over the blonde just to try and protect it and make sure that I don't get any black on there, or if it does bleed on there, it's protected. So I'm using shampoo and conditioner mixed up together. It's more of like a conditioning shampoo than a shampoo conditioner. So yeah, I'm gonna put that all over these 2 sections to make sure they don't get black on them. And if I get some of this on that back piece that I'm gonna dye black, it's not a big deal. The black dye will literally eat right through the shampoo and conditioner and still dye my hair black. So it ain't no big thing. Also, I have had sew-in extensions before, and it is so much more difficult to dye your hair with sew-in extensions. There's just like a lot going on. It's a lot more hair and it's a lot harder to do. It's gonna be an absolute journey today of trying to do this. Thankfully, it's one color, so it's like, shouldn't be that hard, you know? Because I just literally have to slap it on all over back there. But it's a lot of hair, so I do have to be very, very careful in making sure that I'm saturating. I don't want to miss any sections. That would be tragic if I accidentally missed some pieces and my hair didn't come out black. Also, if you missed my last video of me bleaching my hair and doing a color remover, I'll leave a link to it right up there for you. Before filming today, I went live on YouTube and we did this really cute makeup look together. So if you're wondering what I used for my eyes, what I have on here, I did film the whole process. We hung out for a few hours, did our makeup together. So I'll leave a link to that live up here in case you want to hang out with me for a few hours and do this makeup look. I love going live and hanging out with you guys, honestly. It's a lot of fun. Also, I did wash my hair last night just so it was like clean and I didn't have any product on it, because with these extensions, I've been braiding my hair a lot and I do use like a lot of foam and product and stuff. I'm already making a huge mess and getting this shampoo all over my legs. I imagine by the end of this, I'm gonna have black all over my arms. I do have some of this left, so I'm just gonna make sure that there's like a very good barrier. Up here, we gotta make sure that there's a good distinguished line so I don't accidentally get black on this blonde. That's what I'm most worried about. I'm most worried about getting black up here where this line is, but we'll find out, I guess. All right, I'm gonna twist this and put it in little Princess Leia buns. Here's the dye mixed up. It started oxidizing, so now it's like a brownish color. I think that we should start from the back of the head and work our way towards the front. I feel like if I start here, these sections are gonna slam all over these blonde pieces. We're gonna divide these into, or maybe I should start at the bottom, work my way towards the top. That's a better idea. Good job, guys. That is a better idea. I'm nervous. I'm very nervy. So as you can see, I just sectioned off all the hair that does not have any sew-ins in it. This is oxidizing so fast, I'm scared. Okay, I just pulled down the next section, and the next section I'm doing is the weft. So I'm just like doing everything around the wefts I have in my hair. So I did the bottom hair that didn't have any wefts in it. Then I pulled down the next section, which is the first weft of hair. This one's gonna be hard because it has all the extensions, so it's gonna take me longer to apply the color. And I would talk to you guys while I'm back here, but it's hard for me to talk to you guys when my back is turned to you. But I'm gonna apply the black color on my root, and then I'll spin around and apply the rest to the ends so I can see you and talk to you. We back, baby. Also, I would just like to mention, this seems like an impulsive decision, but let me tell you, I've been wanting this since like the beginning of the year. I've just been holding out because most of the time when I have crazy, silly ideas like this, if I just wait, they'll go away and I'll be like, oh, actually, I want this instead. This idea has just been stuck here, okay? I've been craving the black. I've been missing the black, and she's here and she's staying, okay? She's staying for quite a while. Probably till next year. Look at all this hair I have to dye, you guys. Thankfully, I bought 8 boxes because I'm not playing around. And like I said, my Sally Beauty doesn't have them in store. So if I run out, I can't just go over there and purchase more. Also, how quick this is oxidizing. Is this concerning to anybody else? Is this concerning or no? You can see how much quicker my natural hair takes than the extensions. You guys see that black strip in there? That black piece is, that's my natural hair. Hopefully the extensions catch up to that. I'm just gonna take my time. I'm not trying to mess up here. So far it's going really well, which is a little concerning. I feel like at some point we're gonna have a mess up, you know what I mean? And honestly, I feel like the application is gonna go smooth. Where I think everything is gonna get destroyed and I'm gonna cry is when I go to rinse this, because, you know, this wouldn't be a problem if I had a regular shampoo bowl where I could just lean my head back and then they'll like rinse the black and just leave the blonde out of the sink. I have to flip my head over in the sink, which means all the black will run forward on the blonde. I'm gonna try to bend over backwards, literally. Literally, I'm gonna try to bend over backwards in the sink like this. I don't know how, but I feel like there's no other way to do this. Like, that's the only way this is gonna work. Cause I'm gonna actually like shampoo this out. I'm not just gonna rinse it with cool water. I'm gonna like shampoo it. And I also know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, girl, why wouldn't you just use a semi-permanent dye? You know, it'll come out easier. Well, because semi-permanent black color bleeds on literally everything in existence, y'all. That stuff, I've used semi-permanent black on myself several times and it just never stops bleeding. Like, I couldn't swim with it. I couldn't go on a walk in the rain. Literally, my shower will be black. It just never stops bleeding and it makes the hair color way less enjoyable. Whereas demi-permanent isn't going to bleed like that on everything. The first couple washes, the suds might be a little black, but other than that, it's not gonna like stream black dye. I know this is like controversial, but in my opinion, black demi-permanent dye is easier to get out of the hair than semi-permanent black dye, because with semi-permanent black dye, there's so many different variables. I've done a lot of swatching and a lot of videos using a semi-permanent black, and they are so much more unpredictable than a demi-permanent or a permanent black. I just feel like these are actually easier to get out of the hair. I'm getting dye literally all up and down my arms. This hair is so long. Literally, just to have someone help me right now would be amazing. This black looks so pretty. It's like a deep blue black. Honestly, last time I dyed my hair with demi-permanent color, I cannot remember what dye I used. I know it was Ion, but I can't remember which color. It might have been this one. Honestly, I just can't remember. This one's so pretty though. Honestly, this dye is also saturating very easily. This dye gets an A++ in my book so far. I thought this was gonna take a lot longer than what it is, just because the amount of hair that's on my head, but it's not taking long at all. It's actually going very quickly. Oh yeah, this shit's black already. I'm gonna turn back around and bring down the next section. I literally have dye everywhere right now. I'm gonna apply this at my roots and I'll spin around and talk to y'all again. See you in a second. getting there, you guys. We have a tiny top section left, and it's all my natural hair up there, so it should be fairly easy to dye. I want to make sure I take small sections though when doing this. So far, like I said, we're doing a great job. And I think I actually bought and mixed up enough color this time, you guys. I still have like half the bowl left, and I think we're like halfway or a little over halfway through. So I think this might be a success story. We'll see when I rinse it. Again, don't think that's gonna go so well, but we'll see. You guys, look at how long this is. This hair is literally insane. Like, why did I think it was a good idea to get 22-inch hair? Honestly, once it's dyed, it's fine. I decided I'm like never gonna wash it. Literally, I'm gonna be gone on a trip for 10 days and I'm literally not gonna wash my hair that whole time. I'm gonna be dry shampooing the absolute hell out of my hair because I'm not trying to wash it and have this fade or bleed or, you know, get anywhere close to that blonde. I'm trying to like pull the hair back instead of pulling it forward because again, I really don't want to get any of this black on that blonde. So like when I'm applying it, I'm trying to pull it back. My instinct is obviously to pull it forward so I can see what's happening, but I'm trying not to do that. I have to make the conscious effort to not bring it forward and dye it back instead of like this, dyeing it like this. Started bringing it forward again. You see what I'm saying? It's like instinctual. I don't see any blonde back here. It looks pretty black to me. Oh yeah, dude. We're killing it out here, y'all. We have one little baby section left to do. Let's do it, and then we're gonna let this process. All right, I gotta turn around. See you in a second. We are literally in the home stretch, and this is the, might I say, scariest freaking part right here. Gotta make sure to get that line, but you don't want to cross the line. This little section, and then we're done. My arms are honestly on fire from having them over my head. Okay. My arms need a break. They're literally on fire. Okay, I see some black that I accidentally got on the blonde. So I'm just gonna go back through with that shampoo. There's like a dot there and a little dot there. I'm gonna go back through with that shampoo and cover it up because I don't wanna mess this up. Honestly, this looks sick though, and I'm like very, very excited and stoked. Like just having the black already, like I feel so good. Feeling like my true authentic self coming through. I have color left over too. This is how much color I have left. I'm actually gonna use the rest of this on my ends just to like work it in and saturate, you know what I mean? Like I'm really not trying to miss any pieces. Look how gorgeous and black this looks. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Yeah. Good decisions were made here. I know everybody's probably doubtful still, but I'm telling you what, good decisions. I'm just gonna massage this black into my roots. Really wanna make sure not to miss anything. This is all the color I have left. It's going in, baby. All right, you guys, she's on. I'm gonna let her process 40 minutes at room temperature. The instructions do say you can apply heat, but I'm not gonna do that. I feel like we can already see the black is turning black. I don't think I need to add any heat to it. I'm gonna go scrub off my arms because oh my gosh, I literally have black everywhere. It looks like I have black paint on everything. I'm gonna clean up, rinse this bowl out, let it process. I don't know if I'm capable of washing this out, to be honest with you. How am I gonna do this without getting any on the blonde? I have no idea, but I'm gonna do some research and I will figure it out and I will be right back with the finished result. Please wish me luck and send me some positive vibes because your girl's gonna need them for sure this time. This might be the biggest fail of all. While I was waiting for my color to process, I had to think of the best way possible to rinse this black out. So I decided to lay on the counter, but because I had black dye on my shirt, I had to lay down a towel and then lay on top of the towel. And then I just let my head hang into the sink. Now my head weighed 1,000 pounds because of all this hair and extensions. So I had to like brace my head while washing one side and then switch arms, brace the other side and wash the other side of my head. I also used a mirror to check and make sure I was rinsing the black part and not rinsing the blonde part. Once I was done, I bent over the sink and rinsed the blonde part out. But this hurt my neck so bad, literally the next day, which is today, my neck is in pain. All right, you guys, I'm back. Are you ready to see it? I have it tied back here because I really don't want to mix it up with the blonde. But look how gorgeous. I'm gonna keep the black behind and show you guys and keep the blonde in front so I can keep it separated. But look how good. I'm like, honestly, look at this. I did such a good job at not getting any on the blonde, you guys. Yeah, I did that. And once this is neon rainbow, ooh, let me spin around and show you what this black looks like back here. Here's what it looks like. I did not miss any pieces, thankfully. Look how thick and long, and she's shiny. You guys, we did it. I don't recommend anybody try this at home. That was so hard to rinse out. You guys saw how difficult that was. I'm sure my neck is gonna be sore tomorrow morning because I was like straining to keep my head up because of the amount of hair that's on my head right now. If you have super thin hair, this would be a lot easier, but it was really challenging for me. I'm honestly very impressed I did this without getting any on the blonde. Like that is way past my expertise level, but somehow I wound up doing it. Like I think luck was just in my favor today. I'm getting ready to dye these front two sections neon rainbow. So maybe that video will go south. Maybe my luck won't play out as well in the next video as it did in this one. Definitely check that one out after this one is posted if you haven't seen it already. I feel so good having black in my hair. Like I don't know why. Having blonde, I feel like cute. Having black, I feel like sexy. You know what I mean? It's like dark, sultry. It just like fits my personality so much, and I cannot wait to have these front pieces be rainbow. I will leave a link to that black dye in the description down below because it works absolutely amazing. It smells really good. Like I love that black dye, and I have like 5 more boxes, so I'll be using that in the future to retouch up my hair. That is all for today's video. Thank you for coming along this crazy journey with me. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.